Namaste and welcome to This Explainer. Look, today we're going to do something a bit different. We are stripping away all the hype, all that confusing jargon, and we're diving straight into how blockchain is literally rewiring our entire economy. I'm so excited to guide you through this because honestly, what we're looking at here is a foundational shift in how we actually establish trust in the digital age.
Okay, let's clear up a massive misconception right off the bat. We really need to stop thinking about market speculation. Seriously, just forget about the daily price of Bitcoin for a minute. Instead, we've got to start seeing this technology as what it truly is, the invisible new plumbing of our financial system. Think about it. Just like UPI completely changed how we pay for things, blockchain is fundamentally changing the very infrastructure of how we trust.
So I want you to ask yourself a question. Imagine a world where literally every digital interaction is inherently verifiable. Right now, our financial system spends millions, actually probably billions, just trying to fix a massive trust deficit. We use these endless chains of middlemen just to verify that you are who you say you are and that your money is exactly where you say it is. But what if that trust was just baked right into the internet itself?
Section 1. The digital Bahi-Khata, the ledger that never lies. To really grasp how this whole thing works, think about the traditional Indian Bahi-Khata, the village register. The absolutely crucial concept here is the word distributed. In the old days, traditionally, only one person, let's say the local merchant, holds that register. If he secretly changes a number, well, nobody else knows. But a distributed ledger, which is exactly what a blockchain is, takes that exact same book and distributes an identical copy to every single person in the village. So every time a transaction happens, it's written on a page, sealed with a digital stamp, and permanently linked to the previous one.
Now, scale that concept up to the entire globe. We're talking about a massive network of nodes, basically just computers, scattered everywhere. If someone tries to cheat, right, and alter an old entry in their personal copy of the ledger, the network instantly rejects it. Why? Because it no longer matches the group's consensus. It's like a giant puzzle where every piece has to fit perfectly. This creates absolute, unshakable trust, and it does it without needing any central middleman whatsoever.
Section 2. From farms to finance, real-world applications.
Because, listen, this isn't just theoretical anymore. As we navigate through 2026, this tech is actively moving into our daily lives all across India, often in ways you might not even realize. Think about these everyday use cases. We've got the RBI's e-Rupee, operating exactly like digital cash, but offering instant transfers with actual bank-grade safety. Or look at Maharashtra, where smart agriculture lets you scan a simple QR code on a jar of organic ghee and instantly verify the exact farm it came from and exactly when it was processed. That guarantees 100% authenticity. Oh, and state governments? They're literally securing land titles on the blockchain now, which completely ends the nightmare of someone double selling a single plot of land.
When you map out a digital supply chain, you can see exactly how this magic happens. Notice how those old, frustrating information silos are just completely wiped out? Everyone, from the raw material supplier to the manufacturer, all the way down to you, the end consumer, can track the exact same data in real time. It creates one single, undeniable version of the truth.
Section 3. Disrupting traditional finance, the great shift.
So how does this actually affect our money? Well, this digital ledger is completely upending the traditional financial structure we've relied on for decades. I absolutely love this analogy. Traditional banking is basically a relay race. When you send money, the baton passes from your bank to a clearinghouse to agents, and finally, eventually, to the recipient's bank. And guess what? Every single runner in that race takes a fee, and they all take their sweet time. Blockchain, on the other hand, it's a direct sprint, straight to the finish line. It's peer-to-peer. No baton passes required.
The difference between the two is literally night and day. Stripping out all those middlemen doesn't just make transactions near instant, happening 24/7, 365 days a year. It permanently lowers the cost of capital by, get this, 60 to 80% for everyone involved. That is massive. Financial records go from being private and hidden away in centralized databases to being entirely visible and completely unchangeable.
And we aren't just guessing here. These efficiency gains are backed by hard data. Across food, pharmaceuticals, logistics, you name it, we're seeing dramatic spikes in operational transparency and efficiency, right alongside a massive reduction in overall risk. Honestly, it's a complete structural upgrade for industries that used to rely on scattered, messy paper trails.
Section 4. New technology, new responsibilities.
Now, as an objective explainer, we really must acknowledge the full picture here.
Because technology never truly eliminates risk, right? It merely transforms it. This is an absolutely crucial concept to grasp. So what is the trade-off? Well, while we completely eliminate forged documents, fake entries, and bank reconciliation errors, since everyone is sharing the exact same ledger, we introduce this new reality of irreversibility. In this new system, you are your own bank. If you lose your private digital key, or if you accidentally send funds to the wrong address, well, there is no customer service line to call to get your money back. The heavy burden of self-custody rests entirely on your shoulders.
But wow, the payoff for accepting that new responsibility is immense. We are seeing a staggering drop in dangerous counterfeit drugs and fake luxury goods entering the market. The minimal number of counterfeits that actually remain post-implementation, they just prove exactly how effectively this technology forces real transparency. It is quite literally making our physical world safer through digital verification.
Section 5. Democratizing wealth through tokenization.
Now, moving beyond security, we get to what I think is the most exciting part of this new financial plumbing. This is the reason everyone is paying attention. It opens doors that were previously locked tight to the everyday citizen. 10,000 rupees. Through a process called tokenization, a common citizen can now invest just 10,000 rupees to own a fractional, rent-earning share of a high-end commercial building in a massive city like Bengaluru. We're talking about digitizing real-world assets so they can be divided up into affordable little pieces. A few years ago, this was an opportunity reserved exclusively for the ultra-wealthy. Now, it's for everyone.
Section 6. The road ahead. A silent utility.
So, where does all of this digital infrastructure actually leave us as we look to the future? Well, we're essentially living through an era just like the early web. As the saying goes, blockchain is currently in its Internet of 1998 phase. Think back to 1998. The internet was clunky, it was strange, and it was highly speculative. But today, it's a vital utility. Soon, we won't even say the word blockchain anymore. We'll just use it silently. It'll be exactly like how we never stop to think about internet protocols when we're sending a quick WhatsApp message or streaming a video. It will simply become the invisible, reliable engine of trust.
And that brings us to our ultimate takeaway. This is such an empowering shift. It's giving you direct control of your own assets and your own data, and finally removing those traditional gatekeepers. So I'm going to leave you with this one thought. When this invisible engine of trust powers everything you do, how will you utilize this new foundation to take control of your own digital future? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll see you next time.